This is breaking news.
SNL50 concert blitzes New York with Cher, Lady Gaga, Nirvana in musical celebration, New York. If you're going to throw a musical party to celebrate a half-century of existence, why not enlist Lady Gaga, and Cher, and Ms. Lauryn Hill, and Jack White, and Miley Cyrus, and Backstreet Boys, and so very many more stars. Such was the wealth of talent that paraded into Radio City Music Hall Friday night for SNL50. The homecoming concert, a nearly 3.5-hour extravaganza that played to, as host Jimmy Fallon cracked, thousands here in New York, and hundreds at home. That would be on Peacock, which streamed the concert commemorating 5 decades of Saturday Night Live. Live. Outside the venerated venue, fans lined the surrounding blocks, screaming at every black SUV that stopped to deliver another star. Amy Schumer was greeted with cheers. The packed theater of about 6,000 included SNL legends Chevy Chase, Adam Sandler, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, and a slew full of celebrities, some with ties to the show: Paul Rudd, John Hamm, Tom Hanks, Martin Short, Meryl Streep, and some there for the entertainment: Jerry Seinfeld, Ray Romano. The musical marathon raced through genres from rock, reggaeton, hip-hop, country, and pop thanks to Arcade Fire, Bad Bunny, Snoop Dogg, Jelly Roll, and Robin. Though occasionally imbued with a ramshackle spirit, as is the SNL way, the show also recalled some of its most enduring non-performance musical entries in the pop culture encyclopedia. Bill Murray returned as Nick Valentine, the ruffle-shirted lounge singer, accompanied by Paul Shaffer and a trio of the show's most musically gifted cast members, Anna Gastia, Maya Rudolph, and Cecily Strong, singing "You're All I Need to Get By." Plus, Rudolph teamed with Fred Armisen for their spot-on impersonations of Beyoncé and Prince. But the most welcome homecomings were Andy Samberg and a kneeling Lady Gaga jousting on the 4-boy band masterpiece D in a Box and Gastia, and Will Ferrell resurrecting puritanical music teachers Bobby and Marty Culp. The endearing couple shared their special renditions of Sam Smith's Unholy, Cardi B's WAP, and most brilliantly, Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, stretching out the A minor line with exaggerated, innocent glee. The blitzer performances rotated among 3 stages, a central one boasting the impressively chameleonic Roots, who backed the majority of performers, and 2 small stages crafted to mimic the Arse train station entries as seen on the SNL set. As to the performances, here are some highlights. A few artists opted to pay tribute to deceased musicians who had performed on SNL, and Vedder was the first to conjure an homage. He credibly inhabited Tom Petty's distinctive nasal tone on The Waiting, but it was his remembrance of show cast members who have died, Gilda Radner, Phil Hartman, Chris Farley, and John Belushi among them, that resonated. If the response to the fivesome stepping out of stage doors and onto the set is an indicator, expect to see their newly announced Sphere residency continue far beyond this summer. In their black outfits tailored to suit their personalities, a cowboy hat for A.J. McLean, backward baseball cap for Brian Littrell, trench coat for Kevin Richardson, leather-ish jacket for Nick Carter, and streamlined look for Howie Darrow, the guys barely had to nudge before a full sing-along of I Want It That Way erupted. Brandi Carlile, The Joke. Following a personalized, and of course, hilarious, introduction from Kate McKinnon, Carlile and her band strummed the recognizable chords of The Joke amid sparky aqua lighting. This is Carlile's most potent song, and her visceral vocals, complemented by the background sounds of Sister Strings, brought pathos to the show. Her final note elicited a deserved roar from the crowd as Carlile humbly smiled. Mumford & Sons, The Boxer. Following a rollicking performance of I Will Wait, the band welcomed veteran lap steel guitarist Jerry Douglas to join them on a reverent rendition of Simon and Garfunkel's The Boxer. The very New York song has a history with the show. Simon and Garfunkel played the ballad on the third episode of SNL, and Simon chose it to open the show's return after 9/11 in 2001. Marcus Mumford and the band captured its smoky beauty with grace. Bonnie Raitt and Chris Martin. I Can't Make You Love Me. This unusual but inspired pair turned the lights down low for the song Raitt dedicated to anyone with a hurting heart. Over Martin's delicate playing, her aching rasp resonated to the rafters, a melancholy shudder that still sounded comforting. As they exited the stage, Martin wrapped Raitt in a warm embrace.